Alright, welcome back. More little 4 swords for the download thing for the DS. Like DSi, 3DS, etc. Doing some more tutorials here. Just to show you the various stuff here. Now, the next few rooms here will show you how to use various items. Magnetic gloves, if you played, I think, Oracle of Seasons, you'll know what this is. So what you can use is, to pull yourself towards them or pull yourself back. Sometimes you'll see these spinning blocks, and then you can move yourself back like that. Now you'll notice these enemies with these helmosaurs, really annoying. Really aggressive until you use your magnetic gloves, and then they're rather useless. Okay, now this room shows an interesting point. What you need to do here is take one of the links, and you can actually pull your companions. You don't need magnetic gloves on the other link. You just pull them like this, and it works like that. Luckily, these are very short tutorials here, so you get a lot of rupees if you complete it really quickly. So it's good to take a few minutes just to get used to the items here. Here's a rock's cape. And I need to change my webcam settings because it's blurring up all the time. It's probably like autofocus or something. Okay, this lets you jump long gaps. So if you play Minish Cap, you will, if you hold the Y button down, you can get a double jump. So it lets you clear these longer gaps here. And then you may recognize these things if you jump through the gates there. Sometimes you have to kind of make these a little bit trickier jumps, but not that big a deal. But see, very short tutorials. The longest tutorial is probably that first one. It just has to show you all the buttons and what they do. Kind of a long tutorial. I mean, these are very short tutorials. Yeah, I'm gonna change my webcam after this. But it's just having a lot of trouble with the blurriness of this thing. Okay, so these bombs are remote bombs. Make a note that they are remote bombs so that you can, they detonate on their own, but you can detonate them faster by pushing the Y button again. So it's very convenient. Alright, so any Zelda game you can blow up cracked walls. Now there's some walls you may not notice, so you have a normal wall, but you get kind of a hint there that there's something to blow up there. Now you can toss bombs over to hit distant objects, which is actually very handy. It's very handy for that purpose. Especially when you attack enemies. Yeah, you kind of have to improvise with items a little bit. Alright, so get the free tour of the different items that they can throw at you in this game. Get the ever so handy boomerang here. Probably because of all these transitions that my camera does not like this. You notice a little blurriness there? I'm trying to adjust it so that it will autofocus, but it's not autofocusing here for some reason. Yeah, I'm going to change the settings because I think it's on autofocus. It's giving me some issues there. Alright, anyway, the boomerang is just like any other game. You can throw it, catch items from long distance here. You can hit these switches here. Now, the boomerang is good for sniping enemies here. You know, bombs can do that as well. Boomerang can also mow down bushes here. I'm not going to bother with that. But you can use that to get all the rupees there. Yeah, all these transitions are messing around with the camera here. Okay, the next room here has this item here. Pegasus boots. And again, this lets you go faster. Now, what this can be used for is to dash up these slopes here. This is like a blob of jello or something. You can dash into it and break the blob of jello. Beat up all the enemies here. Another blob of jello here. Yeah, 1,000 rupees right there. I think that's the most you can get. Maybe you can get more if you get like under maybe 30 seconds, but there's not much stuff you can complete that quickly. Okay, this room here will focus on bow and arrow. So, you can use this to shoot these ice switches. You got this guy here. When you shoot it with an arrow, it's gonna... some of these come to life and they'll start charging at you. It takes like 5 arrows to defeat them. Now, sometimes you have to shoot the eyes pretty quickly. Otherwise, you know, the eyes go back, like, you know, they open up again, so you don't, you know, you have to hit them all at the same time. I see very short tutorials here. I mean, that's really all you... They don't really throw that many variations out at you. Make it pretty simple for you to do. Okay, this question mark in the center here is pretty much gonna be all this mush of items, kind of everything thrown together here. I see the little green seeds there, you know, they speed you up, so you notice I'm walking a lot faster here. That's actually kind of handy for quick scouting here. Yeah, so this is kind of just, you know, you're putting most of your basic techniques to use here. So just kind of, you know, move around the different rooms here. You know, use your various basic techniques here. This is what you'll be doing in the real stages here. You'll just be putting all this to use here. So you might as well kind of learn it now. Save yourself the trouble later on. Okay, I'm going to skip all that stuff. I'm going to save some time here. Alright, down here we find some loot. So you kind of start putting a lot of the stuff to use here. And I'm getting upgrades here, but they're probably not that useful. There's not really anything to do with these upgrades. That's their rupee lights. Chomp up your rupees, so. But usually you get paid pretty well if you, once you defeat them. You get like 20s and 50s here. Fall down the hole, obviously. Taking more damage than I should be here, but I think I'm near the end anyway. It's kind of hard because I can't control I can't hold it. Oh, there's actually more. Okay, so, so when you go to a different area here, you keep your upgrades. So you just notice I still walk at full speed here. Can I stay on the platform at least? Oh my goodness. I hope I don't die in the tutorial here. That would kind of suck. Alright, just kind of make your way through the various rooms here. Yeah, so you get different items here. Putting all this stuff to use here. Now, I think the chests have just random stuff in it. I don't know if it's like the same stuff each time. Bombs in the chest there. Alright, this room here, I'm putting a bow and arrow to use here. And in this room here, you got, bombs here. And then, magnetic gloves right here. So yeah, you see you're putting various items to use here. Okay, here you find whiz robes here, and a lot of these are kind of annoying to deal with here. The ice whiz robes, obviously freeze you, but they fire diagonally. So you notice they always try to position themselves diagonally. There are fire ones that are horizontal, and then the random ones that just will appear anywhere. Those are probably the really annoying ones. And this is what it looks like after you complete an actual stage, so not so much a big deal for the rupee counts. When you're playing with multiple people, I guess it makes a bigger difference then. So that's all the tutorials here, so when you're finished you can step on these, and it'll take you outside. It's a quick tutorial here, and next part we'll probably pick a random stage. I'll probably pick one of the longest ones because it kind of includes everything else in it. So we'll do that in the next part.